I'm Nathan Thompson with Manufacturing Engineering 490, Senior Research for Engineering Technology Management, and I'm here to talk about what I've been doing in the month of March to kind of give a visual aid for what I'm kind of going over in this month's report. So as you know, um, January, February, the primary focus have been for the Modbus communication tool. And I've outlined the progress of this Modbus communications tool throughout the semester. And due to a couple of our employees from HSN, they ended up finding new jobs outside the company. We've had to hire 2 new field technicians in the month of March. So I've kind of had to go to my backup goal this month of improving technician training and streamlining some of our processes for technician training. So the Modbus tool is still being developed, but it's kind of on the back burner now as I focus on the secondary goal that I outlined in the project proposal, which is to track metrics for technicians and try to streamline processes, and that's what I've been working on this month. So I'm here to outline that right now and just kind of show what's been done. One of the ways is we've improved the startup report system, and I can kind of show how we've been doing that right now here in a minute. The second way is I'm still developing this, but this is just an idea I pitched to my manager, and he loved the idea. And I'm going to kind of show how we do it now, and then what my plan is. So how we do this now is for parts orders. So anytime you're on a job site, and let's say that you're on a job site and you have a sensor that's bad, the technician would have to know the name of the part, how many they need, the part description, and the part number to submit an order to our parts department and service to actually make an order. And you can see here, I'm trying to, this is just proof of concept. I did this just for proof of concept as I start to work on this. I'm going to make a list of parts that we commonly, kind of like pretty much a master list of commonly replaced components. And eventually, this is going to be, again, this is just proof of concept. I'm going to make this way more organized. It's going to be, the plan is to be a lot better than it is now. But this is just a proof of concept. So I'm going to show you kind of how technicians have to order parts now, and then what my ultimate plan is. So let's pretend I'm on a job site. I need a part. What I'm going to have to do, if I'm a technician, is I'm going to have to make sure I'm on Wi-Fi, which we can see I am, and then I'm going to have to log into the VPN. So I'm going to do that now. And it's going to take a while. And then once I'm connected to the VPN, I will have to go to our Microsoft Navision remote desktop server. And again, this is going to take a bit. And let's just keep in mind that throughout this entire process, all you need to do is submit an order for a sensor. Can't connect. Not available right now. Navision might be down, which is pretty common, to be honest with you. So as I'm trying to prove this, this is actually great that this happened. I did not set this up or anything. I don't control the remote desktop connection for Navision. IT does. So it might be down for maintenance or something. I don't have an email from IT stating such. So, and now I know they've been having issues here lately. So yeah, this actually works out great for this video because this is a perfect reason on why we need a different process. So let's say that I could get in Navision. I would log into this remote desktop. In that remote desktop, there would be an application called Microsoft Navision. You would log into Microsoft Navision. You would enter your job number, find the component you need, get the parts description and the part number from that component, and then you would go to Outlook and you would start a new email. And usually we use templates here, and I kind of have one pre-saved. That's you would enter your part number, the description, how many you need, where you need them shipped, enter the billing code, whether it be an E, a warranty, W code. There's some other billing codes, but most of what technicians use is a W code for warranty jobs. The address, the attention to, stuff like that. So you have to do all of that just to write this email and send it to our parts department. Okay, so my goal is to take an application such as this, Microsoft Excel, with a master list of common components. So let's say you needed that sensor I mentioned earlier, like an LIR2 sensor. So, wow, there it is, LIR2. So it's a 12919. So ideally, when I get this done, you'll be able to go here. You'll be able to check this box. I'll have a drop-down menu or something that I'll program in here, and you'll be able to check this box, and any other parts you need, you'll check these boxes. You'll enter in the quantity, and then you'll just press this order button. And I'll show you kind of just, again, this is proof of concept coding here. But this is the Visual Basic code I've done for the function of the email function. So you can see now I'm set as the contact. Of course, when this is set, when this goes live, this will be the parts box, the parts email, and then I'll probably add a line of code in here to send a carbon copy to service as well. And then you can see the subject line. I have parts order, body of the text, parts, please see below for parts order needed for job number. You know, all that will be data you will input. I think the best way to code this will be to tell Excel to search for parts that have checks in them, like check boxes, which is I'm also going to have to code. But let's just Control S this real quick. Save this code, and then we'll minimize this. And then I'm just going to show you. So let's pretend that this is all done. All a technician ideally will have to do is come in here, find what they need, press a button, select all their selections, press order. It will draft the email for them as it just did, and then you will be able to send that email. And as you can see, email sent successfully. So we'll go to my inbox. I have it currently coded to where it will send it to me. There you go. So that's kind of the goal here. So instead of having to go through all this mess of using Cisco Secure Client and then establishing a remote desktop connection and all this stuff, just to find the part number, to write your email, you'll just be able to come straight to this Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, make your selections, and it'll submit your order for you. And eventually, I might even get rid of the function to where it manually pulls up this page. I'll just get it to where it'll immediately send the email for you and just give you an email confirmation. So that's kind of the goal here. And this, again, this helps our current, our new technicians as well as people like myself, because I don't want to go through 6 different applications and take 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes just to fill out a parts order, And the other thing we have going on is we were actually able to streamline our startup reports. So, for example, let's just say we're doing a Marvel 2 system, which is our most common system. So now we've added these buttons in these Excel sheets. So, zoom out here. As you can see, you have a control panel page, their service report page, and your individual hood page, as well as your job site issues page, and then your general report notes. So let's say you're at a system like what I'm going to be doing in Dallas this week that's 7 hoods. So usually you would have to copy and paste this entire page, and then it's kind of a pain to get it to paste. So what we do now is we've added this, my manager and I have added this line right here with this function using another code-enabled macro where you can just take this exact page and clone it. So if you have 7 hoods, you're just going to press this 5 more times. And look at that. No more copy and pasting, no more none of that. And then the other function that we have in here, this will catch up now. Oh, okay, there we go. The other function we have in here is this button right here. It'll now save the report as a PDF and email it to the service group. I will not do this because this is a finished product. I'm not a part of the service.us email, and I'm not going to spam these guys with with a blank report. So this is completely 100% functional now and is finished. And this differs from the old method, where of course the startup reports looked completely different. First off, and secondly, you'd have to copy and paste information and then save this report to your desktop or to OneDrive or whatever, and then copy and paste this report into an email and send that email. Whereas now it's all done, automatically via this macro-enabled push button. So that process has also been streamlined. And the purpose of both of these processes, again, is to aid in these newer techs and even older techs such as myself, where we're just making the process easier. It's just continuous improvement. It's going to cut back on time spent submitting orders. It's going to cut back on time spent looking for parts, time spent just something as simple as attaching a document to an email. It's going to cut time off of all of that. So it might not seem like much, but it's the little things that add up, especially when you have 4 technicians stretched across the entire country, and they're just, there's not a lot of time. We're pretty busy. It's a pretty occupationally demanding area, and I'm pretty excited to get this finished. The startup report idea was actually my manager's, and him and I worked together to code and test the functions of that report to where we could get it streamlined. And then as far as the parts reference and having a master list that we can generate emails with without having to use multiple applications such as Navision I was trying to demonstrate earlier through the remote desktop. That was actually my idea, and the manager, the HSM manager, he was pretty enthused about it. So hopefully by the end of the semester, this is another thing that we can definitely have finished. I will be working solo on this, and we will also continue Modbus tool development through the month of April. But I just wanted to attach a YouTube video with that showed kind of what we were doing, since we were getting a little off topic and kind of realigning our sights on the secondary goal of senior research project this semester. And the Modbus tool, as I stated earlier, is just kind of on the back burner right now. But in April, we will be working simultaneously, myself and the HSN manager, on fine-tuning this application, the startup report process. I'll be in the middle of training 2 new technicians, as well as Modbus tool development. So I hope this helps clarify some things. And again, thank you, anyone who's watching. And that's all I got. So that's what was done in the month of March, and that's what we will continue to do in an attempt to streamline some of these processes and make it easier for everyone. And thank you.